See, last week you said you did an hour and a half of rehab on your thumb. Was that today's duty as well?
2 hours. Yeah, I got 2 hours today. Captain Blood made the Wednesday practice back to normal, so had an extra 30 minutes to do some rehab.
So what do you do for 2 hours? I mean, not like the thumb part of it, but what do you do just to kill time?
Uh, Conversation, Bill. Yeah, exactly. Nate Weir and I have been friends for a long time, and obviously both been here. I think it's his 19th season, my 18th, so always fun catching up with him, seeing what the kids are up to. He's chasing around after work. Little Harrison on the soccer pitch. So just catching up with him. Randall was in there as well, so we got to catch up with him as well.
Does the thumb feel any different than it did at this point last week or even after the game?
I mean, it was sore after the game. It's progressively gets better throughout the week. Similar plan. I'll go out and practice tomorrow, Friday, and take it easy Saturday, and be ready to go Sunday.
Aaron, there's no certainty as to whether or not they'll play, but what will you need to get the Sammy Watkins back out there for us?
Yeah, it'd be good. I mean, he was obviously coming off, a couple good performances. Had a nice game in Chicago, so give us another body outside to throw to.
How much? You said just a couple throws, but how much did it bother you Sunday with that?
Yeah, it bothered me on a couple throws.
Just that was
Yeah, I mean, I can deal with pain. Pain management has been part of all of our careers. So you just learn to deal with whatever you got going on, and if you can be out there, you're out there.
When you said it bothered you, more from just being able to throw it where you wanted or more from a pain standpoint?
I mean, it's some grip issues. At times, it's the biggest issue.
Aaron, how does this impact you in contrast to, say, a calf you've had before or a toe you've had before? Does this limit you in similar ways or challenge you in a totally new way?
The toe was nice because Bob just gave me some numbing stuff, so I didn't even feel it. I was 9 toes out there. But calf, obviously, was very restrictive in my movement in the pocket. So I still have what little I got left. And it's, like I said, this is going to get progressively better throughout the season. And I'm hoping in a couple weeks it won't be an issue.
So when you're in week 7 and the record's the way it is, and you've been doing this a while, and you talk to your coaches, do you project a little bit? Like, we got 2 or 3 guys that still need another game or 2 before we can get this thing in sync. Do you think in those terms, or can you only go game to game?
I don't like to project on anybody,
Yeah.
not even myself. So we just talk openly about the issues. We try and hold guys accountable, hold ourselves accountable. Self-criticism is very important in this business. We got to look long and hard at how we're playing and what we got to do to get better. For us, a lot of plays is 10 guys doing the right thing and 1 guy, missing an assignment when we have issues. So we can just clean up that 1 guy, and it's not one particular guy. It's different guys in every play, including myself. So if we clean that up, we'll be fine.
Aaron, with that in mind, coming off 2 losses, knowing you've got 3 really games ahead of you, is this week, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, is this one of those weeks where you can kind of figure out what you're made of as a team?
I don't know about this week. I think it's more just Sunday. We had a great week of practice last week and had a dud performance on Sunday. So it doesn't always translate. We've had bad weeks in the past and gone out and balled out. So just, it's about the energy of the group. I came in after my treatment and the locker room was pretty lively. So I don't know if that was seeing the sun for the first time in a few days or Captain Blood cutting practice a little bit. But either way, good energy today. We just want to get back out there. That's the beauty of this league is we get another chance. The tough part is we got to deal with all the feelings for a week after a bad performance.
Matt said this morning that his message to the team was to get back to having fun. What does that look like?
Got to pull some more pranks, I think.
Do you pull pranks?
I usually get blamed. Can't say it's always me.
Got a good one recently you'd like to share with the class?
Nope.
Is there something to that, though, Aaron? Having fun? I don't know if you feel on the field that maybe guys are tight. I have no idea, obviously, not being out there. But is there something that you feel that's missing?
Winning is fun, Bill. So whenever you're winning, you're always going to have more fun. I think a lot of times that's an important message. But you're having fun when you're loose. When you're loose, that means you're prepared. When you're prepared, that means you put in the time. So it starts with putting in the time, and there's an expectation that everybody's going to be ready to play Sunday, and that that confidence will come from the preparation this week.
Are you still having fun?
Oh yeah, I mean, I love this. This is a lot of fun for me. I miss being out there at practice today because I love practicing. But yeah, man, I live for this. I wake up in the morning thinking about this. I go to bed at night dreaming about what plays I can make up and piss Matt off. And no, but you know, this has been my love since I was 5 years old, and still love waking up every day knowing I'm coming in at 1265.
Tonyan, I think, set a franchise single game record for catches by a tight end. How rewarding is it to see what he's been doing the last couple of weeks after what he went through last year with the ACL?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's feeling better. He's feeling more confidence in his leg, and he's got incredible hands. I always tell him he's got the second best hands on the team. You know, he catches the ball well with his hands, and he's just instinctual as well. Makes some plays kind of outside the framework sometimes of the construct of the offense, but he's always making the right reaction.
Second best, who's got the best though?
Oh, me.
Well, you don't throw it to yourself.
I have a couple times.
How good is Washington's D-line?
They're really good, really good. I mean, a lot of first-round picks on there. They got 5 guys with 3+ sacks. You know, they get a lot of push up front. Yeah, it's a solid defense front to back.
How does it feel when you take a lot of hits a week ago, and then you're going against a D-line like Washington's this week? Just physically, emotionally, what's it like to do that week after week?
I love it. I live for it. I love the challenge. When you get older, as many of you know, it feels a little different maybe waking up, even if you're, you know, like Rob out there playing a hard game of racquetball or something. But you wake up in the morning a little more sore maybe than you were at 21, but I think you live for that. You know, we know what kind of defense they got, and we'll see what the environment's like. I'm expecting a lot of Packer fans will be there. But we'll deal with whatever noise we hear, and obviously up front as best we can.
Over the years, we've heard about the 24-hour rule, win or loss after a game to put it to bed. Is it easier to really abide by that after a win or after a loss? Which one's more difficult?
More difficult?
Yeah, more difficult.
It depends. I mean, if you have a hell of a game, you kind of want to savor that for a few days, but you got to move on. You know, conversely, the opposite is about the same. So you just, I mean, that's part of the game. You learn how to move on as quickly as possible, and can't dwell too long on the mistakes or on the great things you did.
Aaron, how does the team find its identity throughout the season?
I think a lot of it's dealing with adversity and just seeing what the response is. The guys sticking together? Are we having the right message? Are we still going out and competing in practice? Are we taking ownership of our stuff and having those conversations, however difficult they might be, with our coaches, with our fellow teammates? That's how the character and the identity, I think, is formed throughout the year.
Is this team doing that, in your opinion?
I think so, yeah.
As one of the faces of the league, I'm just wondering, what do you make of all the headlines that swirl around Snyder, and how much do you think it harms the league's reputation at all?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough question. There's been some interesting articles, and obviously, you know, some headlines that maybe grab your attention if you're surfing on Rob's site. It's interesting, for sure. But I don't know how much it harms the league. There's obviously been some incidents that reflect poorly on certain organizations, which isn't great for the league. But as you guys all know, the league is going to protect itself, and I'm sure they'll make the right decisions.
Aaron, when you're scrambling mid-play, what are you looking at in the moment to see whether you should run or pass it? And when you watch the film back, do you think there have been any instances this year where you say, I should have run that?
Yeah, I had a keeper where I was trying to get Rome to backdoor on the linebacker there. Probably could have got 6 or 7 and slid and up my rushing yard average. But yeah, I'm gonna be more aggressive, I think, in those situations moving forward. Legs are feeling good and moving well, so I'll look for those opportunities to maybe tuck it, you know, with a couple pump fakes.
In training camp, we talked about how the offense had a lot of learning to do to get together on the same page and achieve the standard we've set over the years. 1/3 of the way through 18 weeks, 6 weeks in, how do you feel this team, this offense rather, is compared to what you expect?
I mean, similar to maybe what I expected. There's been growing pains. There's been some mental errors at times, which you expect with a younger group. But there's been just too many plays where it's just one guy maybe doing the wrong thing or not executing their responsibility. So we clean that up, we'll be fine. There's enough leadership on the offense to get those things cleaned up, and I'm confident we'll get some of those things fixed.
What's your comfort level with the line, Aaron, as far as, Sunday, for instance, maybe the guy coming free on the left, maybe the right, just kind of the uncertainty when you step back there, what you're going to be facing?
Well, I got to deal the ball as quickly as I can. I think when we're in our best rhythm, it's the ball coming out of my hand on time. There's a lot that goes into that. Obviously, we got to protect it for that time. We got to get open on time. So there's a lot of different factors when it comes to the line. I've a lot of confidence in them. I'm expecting to bounce back from the performance last week. They're very hard on themselves. They're very well coached, and we all don't want to put bad ball out on tape.
Last year with Washington Town, obviously Taylor showed a lot of great at quarterback. What do you see in him, his competitiveness? What do you see when you watch him that you can help relate to people?
I haven't seen any tape on him this year, but I like the kid. I think he's got a lot of toughness. I've seen some plays over the years, a couple playoff games where I felt like he played pretty well. But he plays with confidence and is able to get outside the pocket and make some plays. Good runner with the football. I was teasing about sliding last year. Not the most frequent slider, but definitely can make some plays outside the pocket.
That sort of tenaciousness, what kind of danger can that present to a defense?
I think a lot of us are pretty tenacious.